Welcome back to the channel. Rollen was doing a little eavesdropping in the comments, and I saw a longtime supporter of the channel asking another longtime supporter of the channel, "You ever heard this song? I was thinking of you. You should check it out." And I'm like, "Ooh, what's that?" Nobody's asking. Hey, this is the perfect opportunity to go in and grab one. Now, if Robert had actually left this link somewhere and this is something I lost, then of course forgo my noble intentions, and it turns out the algorithm bent us over again. But you love heavy metal, don't you? Well, it appears the song is a lot longer than the little taste from the artist, so what we're going to do is check out the track and then go get a little taste of the same thing from the artist himself. And I will openly admit that everything I've heard, I've just been thoroughly impressed. This artist, fire stuff. I am eavesdropping told me it's going to be funny too. So.
You love heavy metal, don't you? Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. Don't you? You love heavy metal, don't you? Don't you? Yes. You need heavy metal, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You love heavy metal, don't you? Don't you? Woo! I never see exactly who lived there, but the stench of gasoline, it was strong. And at night I'd see two glowing red eyes gleam in the fog.
Oh, shit. I mean, it stinks like gas and there's red eyes gleaming in the fog, just in case you're not following along at home. That seems dangerous. I'm not sure what it has to do with heavy metal, but maybe it's a monster that lives off heavy metal. I don't know. I don't really have no. All I know is this guy is some vocals, great tone.
Uh-oh. Then one stormy night, a figure dressed all in spikes and leather came to my door and said, "Hi, I'm your neighbor. And judging by that stupid grin you have on your face, you love heavy metal, don't you?
Oh my God! Yes, yes. Oh, I didn't know he was gonna nail it. I mean, yes, I love heavy metal, and I have a stupid grin on my face. It turns out my stupid grin is what's keeping me from being, a $100,000 a year salesman. Because it turns out you have to be cruel and vicious. You have to covet the ends, not the means. So I struggle. But here I am with my stupid grin, loving heavy metal. Yay. Oh, shit. So, they showed up and they shared a drink, which, bull squeezing is what I got. Smoke reflecting upon the posters, pentagrams, and goats' heads on the wall. And, did never reflected upon any of those, and No self-reflection on any of that here. This is just out of the blue. I've never heard no ideas like this before. I was just gonna compliment Dee Vernon and his I was just gonna compliment that guitar this morning. Yeah, do I think Blackie Lawless looked cool playing that axe? Yeah. Dee looked awesome? Yeah. To think they were awesome? Yeah. I don't know how they sound. They don't play well enough. It's irrelevant. Them cool evil musicians played them. Dripping and oozing evil and blood. Yeah! Man, this is teleporting me back to my youth. Now, John Farnham, and Run DMC are sitting right behind me. So, obviously, genre switching has taken place at some point. This appears to be a little more of the obsessive-compulsive metal side. I don't know nothing about that either. There's no one out there that thinks that way. Ha!
His feet were a scatter of pedal by COD.
I just talked about that.
But oh Jesus fuck, was it metal? Through the feedback he screamed, dude, I can see it in your eyes. You love heavy metal, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You need heavy metal, don't you? You love heavy metal, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
Oh! If you really shouldn't play so much cool heavy metal in a song that tongue-in-cheek is taking a shot at heavy metal. I'm kidding. You get to do whatever you want. That's what's so awesome about the creation process, is that I would only condemn those who can't view with an open mind. The world is so much more interesting when people are making fun of it, not taking it so seriously, and when you're willing to stand up and take on a tank. Robert nailed this in the comments. Right there, those I definitely could say Crusader's gonna like this tune. I just, it almost feels like a safe bet. I'm not a gambling man, but my dad taught me you sure can bet on a sure thing, son. Right? Heads I win, tails you lose. I'm good with that bet each time. That's how I learned it. It was that simple. He taught me that when I was really little. And it stuck, right? Hey, heads I win, tails you lose. Let's go. 2 out of 3 if you want. Want double or nothing on that? I'm good. Yeah, no, I think Crusader did very much. Now, I'm guessing both Robert and I can be wrong, and neither one of us probably are going to measure our day by if we're right or wrong. But this is the best little eavesdropping I did in a bit, because it's fire. I didn't get a link. It might have disappeared, or this could be just really stumbling across a conversation. Either way, I respect the 2 subscribers going back and forth. I think this artist is amazing, and here's one of those Crusader. I'm pretty sure, now you have to double check if you want to know, but I think this is just one guy, and not, no huge ensemble backing him up. I think he's doing all of it, but I don't know, but I think so. His appearance on that the Arion stuff, when he sings the computer part, and what's that, the source or something like, holy smokes, it is so good. You know what, singing a binary line, I mean, and there's something like that. It just been too long, and I like it too much. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, I even like the ending. Oh, and that, just goes back on the channel. We've been talking about that. We'll let it go. So now let's check this out quick, because the algorithm over there, I see a title, how do I dial it down? As a public service presentation to Rollen himself, I'm going to have to check it out. I could really use other opinions on that. I come in sometimes with a head of steam, and then it's like just easy chill. And I'm like, wow. Did not set the pace for that one correctly. This, I think we did okay. It's pretty damn good. You like heavy metal, don't you? Now you love, you need heavy metal, don't you? I couldn't ask for better. Holy shit. No bullshit there. Oh my G. That, you love heavy metal, don't you? Yeah. Just a tiny little bit. And then that really was icing on the cake there, I think. We couldn't have, I, speaking for myself, but I don't think we could have asked for anything better. I mean, that's the moment in the song you might want to see the lungs doing their job, going, putting two and two together and realizing, oh, a theme today, that the creation process is amazing. And if you've got something to give, you should put it together and get it out there. Hey, Toehider, which, let's see if I think I got this correctly, is Michael Adam Mills, I believe. I think that's he, himself, and him, you know. Uh, uh, the whole kit and caboodle, which reminds me I should feed the cat. Hey, I'll be back. It's a wall-to-wall Wednesday. I don't care. One can bury another. I'm not worried about that. I'm actually about, hey, instead of trying to exploit strangers, how about I thank all the supporters, let them know how much I mean to, they mean to me, and, coming along for the ride is the first start. Anything else is appreciated. And, that whole like, share, subscribe thing, we won't stick that at the beginning and ruin your day with it. But, we'll have to talk about it at the end for a little bit. And, I talk to the people that kind of like you instead of just worried about beating ideas into the heads of those who don't. Pick and choose our battles. You might need to know when it's safe to take on a tank, not just run headlong into the tank. Later.